Alright, go ahead and do our intro. It's your YouTube channel too. Do it!
I should have put some liquor in mine. What's up, everybody? Johnny Norton Jr., Magdala D. Norton. It's Couple Talk. I don't know what episode we got a bunch.
We are on a roll. Consistency, right? We are doing this thing. Sharing what we know about relationships and a little bit of insight into our relationship in our 12 years of marriage. Are we going on 12? Yeah. So. This is 12. Yeah, we're going on 12 years of marriage. It's very beautiful. And 14 years together. So being best friends. Like John is my literal best friend.
Maggie's my best friend.
You have to be best friends in your relationship. Friends first, lovers second. It's a beautiful thing. All right, what we talking about? Oh, let me take a sip of coffee.
No, sit back. This is uncomfortable.
Okay, go ahead.
This feels a lot better.
So what I mentioned in the last video was talking about traditional roles, gender roles in a relationship, and then how it doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to follow any of the societal expectations or norms or whatever they think they are. So how do we operate in our relationship? You can share some insight into that.
So with us, it's basically what one likes to do versus what one doesn't like to do. I grew up, excuse me, I grew up cooking. Like, I remember my mom calling me at home saying, hey, start this food. Like, I had an older brother in the household and a younger brother in the household, but she called me to start the food. And it's because at that point in time, I liked cooking. It did get to a point to where I didn't like cooking anymore because it became a chore. No kid likes chores. And I've been cooking since I was able to stand up in front of the stove, really. So I carry that forward. And in our relationship, I've always done most of the cooking. If it's something that needs to be done and prepped quickly, I ain't doing it. Because I don't make a sandwich. Like, I don't know, quick prep foods, especially like if you're getting on a road or something like that. But if it's, hey, prepping for dinner, like out, most of it's me. If there's things that need to be fixed around the house, it's me. That's a traditional role that I'm going to always do. I'm not going to look for her to.
I don't have the patience, so don't look for me. I do not.
Garbage disposal. And,
no.
And I'll say this also, if it's something that needs to be learned, I'll be the one to learn it to do it. She doesn't have the patience to learn something that she's not really interested in.
Yes, that's the key. Not interested in.
But like cleaning, I don't do a lot of cleaning. I'll clean the kitchen. I'll straighten up the room, but walking through the house, I'll pick up after myself, but walking through the house, picking up after other people, I don't see people do it.
I don't.
I'll be mad.
I get mad.
Like, just stay in your room. Good. Stop coming in this area because I'm not gonna keep cleaning it up. Yeah. That would be my approach, and that's what I do for myself. Like, I'm either at the kitchen table or not the kitchen, but the dining room table, the bedroom, or the kitchen. I don't go anywhere else. Like, cause I don't want to clean it. So.
I'm a whole house cleaner. We cleaning up and down, behind things, moving things around. We wiping things down, mirrors, windows. We are like, when I get into that mode, listen, if you're not cleaning, you need to be out of the house. Okay, it's all hands on deck. We are cleaning this house top to bottom. So I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's just something that's nice to do. Play music and clean, and your house looks beautiful. Like, I love the feeling that I get from cleaning. And as far as cooking, growing up, my mom always wanted to teach me how to cook, what she would say is like, "Oh, you have to learn how to cook for your husband, or if you don't cook, your husband's going to send you back." And the rebelliousness in me.
No, no.
So,
Do you know your grandma said, "Mama don't cook for her husband." Mama,
my grandma said that.
yeah, she don't cook for no. She don't cook for her man.
I do.
That's what your grandma said.
It's what she sees because I'm at work from like 7:30 to like 5:30, 6 p.m. I can't. But like, okay, so I think it's the way my mom pushed it at me. Like, why I have to learn how to cook for a
It's
man?
a requirement.
I said, what? I was very rebellious, so I said, no, I'm not learning how to cook. And I rebelled. I said, I'm not learning how to cook anything. She wanted me in the kitchen. I'm not even going. I'm not learning how to cook. And she would be like, "Oh, your husband's going to send you back." Well, no, I'm going to send him back because he can go back to his mama. Why a man going to send me back? I was that teenager, like very rebellious. It wasn't until I got older, I think I was 18, and I realized, oh crap, I have to cook for myself. And the frugalness in me, the person who doesn't like to spend money on food and eating out, I have to know how to cook because I have to eat. So then I learned how to cook. I learned how to cook for myself because I need to be able to feed myself and not be dependent on restaurants to feed me. Can you imagine, like, or the overspending? Like, my mind can't even fathom the amount of money I would spend if I didn't know how to cook. So I did, when I was with my ex-husband, I did the primary of the cooking because he didn't cook. I did not like it. I did not like it at all. So when I got with John, he said, "Oh, he cooks. Oh, the kitchen is yours." It was easy to just give that kitchen up. You can have that kitchen because I don't. So, it's not me, but I do cook though.
When you talk about gender roles, though, I think it's important to instill in both young men and young women what it means to be a man in a relationship and what it means to be a woman in a relationship. The man is, quote unquote, the provider.
Yeah.
It's important for a young man to know when push comes to shove, you gotta make shit happen. And it's just no mincing words, no cutting corners. Like, if I always use this example, like, I understand why Maggie, if we're having, like, my brother coming over, her thing is you gotta clean up. You got company coming over. Like, I'm 8.
It's a reflection of me because people expect that a woman is supposed to.
They come in the house and company comes over and they're like, "Damn, Maggie don't clean up."
Who they gonna blame? They gonna blame me as the woman in the house.
Same thing. If no matter what our
relationship
dynamics, like for instance, I'll say Maggie has a 9 to 5. I don't. I'm building a business
at home.
I stepped away from my job to allow Maggie to pursue hers. Now, it's not a scenario where I'm kicking my feet up and not looking to bring in income, because although we make decent money, 2 incomes is a whole hell of a lot better than 1.
It is.
If something happened to where Maggie lost her job, Maggie got frustrated and quit, the onus is on me to go and find an income to bring into this household. Screw anything that I had planned, screw anything that I was working on. I need a roof over my family's head. It's on me to go out and get it done. And so I understand that if we got put out and I'm calling, like, I got friends and family, I'll always have a place to stay and a roof over my head. But if I call, like, my brother, he gonna keep it real. I like, "Hey bro, we need a place to stay. We just got put out." He ain't gonna say, "Damn." He gonna say, "Dang, Maggie lost." She will say, "Maggie lost her job." Like, bro, you gotta go do something. You can't. He ain't gonna go to Maggie and say, "Hey Maggie, y'all gotta figure something out. Y'all been here for quite a long time." He said, "Bro, you need to go get a job. You've been here too effing long. Like, you can't just stay here."
Yeah.
You gotta go find something to do, and I understand that. It's certain gender roles, and this is another example that I gave. If I pulled up to Gina's house, I have a daughter. I pull up to Gina's house later on when she's older and married, got a family of her own, and she's out there cutting the grass.
What?
Something's going on. I'm like, what in the hell going on over here? So I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go inside and say, before I go, I'm gonna say, hey, what's going on? Why are you cutting the grass? So and so didn't want to do it, so I didn't want to wait. Okay, cool. All right. Go ahead and finish. I didn't come over here to cut the grass. I'm not gonna do it, especially with a man laying up in the house. So when I go in the house, I'm gonna rap with old boy and say, "Yo, man, what's going on, man? Gina out there cutting the grass." Look, Pop. I told her that I would cut the grass. It's Sunday. Yesterday I was watching college football. Today I'm watching football. I watch the NFL. The grass ain't that bad. It's not. I cut it last week. It can go another week if needed. So, and I told her I'll get to it later today or next weekend. So y'all had a conversation and she didn't want to wait.
Yeah.
So
that's on her.
You go out there and cut the grass then. While we in here watching football, go ahead, have fun. And I like it. There's gender roles, like things. If I walked in the house and something was falling apart, like my brother, when we were living in Baltimore together, like I had my house, he had his house. He wanted a TV installed that he either A, didn't have the time to do, or B, didn't have the tools to do. And so he asked me if I can come and install this TV on his wall. I bet. Yeah, I can come and do it. His wife wasn't the one looking around to see how to get this TV installed. Although she had all the tools necessary, she could have asked me just as well as he could have. But it was his responsibility to do certain things.
Yeah.
So it goes into your, like, whatever. Don't let the world dictate what your gender roles are.
Or what the roles in your relationship.
The roles in your relationship are. Oh yeah. Let me back that up. Don't let the world dictate what the roles in your relationship are. Yeah. There are some gender roles.
There are some.
If there was a bump in the night.
Who's getting out of bed? Not me.
I don't care what her skill level and fisticuffs
I'm not getting out of bed.
It's not her responsibility. And we had this discussion a long time ago, where people they were like, oh no, John, you wrong on that. If she is skilled with a handgun or a weapon, I'm still gonna go. You're the last line of defense.
Yes.
When it comes to anything physical in my household. I don't care whose house I'm at. If there's a female present, they are the last line of defense. If anything goes wrong in that house, if I'm there.
People gonna look at you like, dang, he let her go first? They gonna look at you like a chump.
Look, I cannot look any of my brothers in the face and say, yeah, man, I heard this noise and Ashley grabbed the gun and went downstairs and I got the kids and hid with the kids. What? How does that sound? It sounds terrible.
It sounds crazy.
So, there's certain gender roles that are understood. Like look, you're not gonna convince me anything otherwise. If her skill level is better than mine, I need to get my skill level up.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
In our household, like I think John said that I'm the 9 to 5 traditional because I have a military career. I wanted to be active duty Air Force, so it was like you stay at home. It makes it easier. It's 2 people working and you have a child and our niece living with us. Like, who's gonna drop them off at school? Who's gonna pick them up? Who's gonna help them with homework? So it makes sense for one of us to be at home.
From what I've seen in the military,
it's usually one parent.
That's the norm, where one parent is working their military career, and the other parent is, I guess you can say, a support parent.
Yeah.
If there's children at home.
Especially with the children. Or some people have like family, like their mom.
Right.
Because it's
They like literally everybody at the. I don't know. I mean, I guess like in security forces, maybe they start a little bit later, but
and then they work 12 hours. I don't know how people are doing it in the military with like without a support system.
The duty day is from 7:30 to.
For me, traditional duty day is 7:30 to 16:30, which is 4:30. But there are shifts. So some career fields work shifts. Some career fields work 12. So I think 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then the next shift come in. But if you're working 6 a.m., you're probably up at 4 a.m. So not having a support system or someone at home to take care of like the kids and homework and like making sure they eat. I don't know how it can be done without another parent or someone, a family member, to help with the kids or the house. It's crazy, but that's our dynamic, right? And it works. Like I go to work, I don't worry about anything. I don't worry about whether the kids get to school. I don't worry about what they're gonna have for lunch. I don't worry about them for dinner. I don't worry about their homework, and I can just focus on work. Of course, I when I'm home, I'm present and I'm available to my daughter and my niece. But while I'm at work, I can focus on work and getting my tasks done at work because this is my career and what I want to do long term and ultimately retire from. So I need that. I need that space to be able to do that, and John allows me to be able to do that. I cannot do it without him. So that's our dynamic in terms of like work. But as far as the house goes, it's a shared thing. John does primarily all the cooking. I do cooking. I'm an easy cooker, like fast. If I can go up in the kitchen and whip it up real quick, whip it up, and then get out of there. Those are the meals that I typically do. So when the family is hungry, if the family is hungry like right now, and something needed to be cooked at the house, I'm the person who's gonna make something right now because I'm all about that easy cooking life. I do recipes every now and then. It doesn't happen often because I'd be exhausted like from the kitchen, okay? But John does most of the cooking, and then the cleaning, we both do it together. The yard work.
Me, don't even.
No, I was gonna say me in the yard.
I was gonna say
me.
Don't even fix your face to say
the like, yard.
She'll pick up leaves or sweep
on the floor.
She'll sweep off the porch area.
Yeah, that's it.
Like that's it.
Yeah, that's it. But John does that. Things break, like the fence broke in the backyard for strong wind. Because of the strong wind, John is fixing that. Garage door, things falling apart, whatever it is. Not that the house is falling apart, but what fell the other day that I said you needed to fix? I don't know, probably something in the closet. You gotta put that wire, you gotta put the other shelf. No, you put it already.
You didn't tell me about it.
I don't know, maybe it was the shelf that was in my closet that you had to put up. Oh no, Gina's door. I told you Gina's door, our daughter's door. I don't know what they were doing. They were playing in there, now the door is off the rail. I just saw it, I looked at it, I was like, yeah, that's your dad. Your dad's gonna fix that because I don't even know what's going on. So yeah, John takes care of those things. As far as like the decor and all those, making the house a home, beautifying the house, that's me. John, if it's up to him, we'll probably be sleeping on a mattress on blocks. Because he don't care about all that stuff.
As long as I'm comfortable.
But it works for us and it works for our household. And you just have to make your relationship work for you. Don't care about what anyone else is saying over there on the other side because they're not in your house and they don't have to live in your house. And another thing, they don't contribute to your house. So they shouldn't have an input on what goes on in your house.
They can't tell you how to make your house work.
Mm-hmm. They're not living in it.
If it's a scenario where you are borrowing money, like unfortunately everybody's finances aren't there. I've known friends and family to have to borrow from friends and family to help out during hard times. Yeah. As a friend or family helping somebody out during hard times, it's not your role to say what somebody else in that house should be doing. If you're gonna give from your heart. Yeah, and just But with that being said,
if it's continuous, you're gonna be like, hey, what's going on over there? What are y'all doing over there that y'all always
What
need
can
to...
I do to help?
Yeah.
Because this can't be a constant.
Mm-mm.
And so they're going to start they're going to start delving deeper into
Yeah.
what's going on in the
They're gonna-
house. Like, if my brother was to constantly come to me and say, hey, bro, I need $300 again, these $300 is going to add up. And
To
I'm
like thousands.
going to say, hey, what's going on in this house that you keep borrowing this money? Like, did Ashley lose her job? Did you lose your job? Are your hours being cut? Like, what other bills came up now that you got this shortfall? So,
Okay, yeah. So they're gonna start prying, and you don't want that. So focus on your finances. But we are going to talk about finances in your relationship, and it also ties back into that working together, the two towers. It ties back into communication. So you're going to see how everything connects together. So putting the pieces of the puzzle together. We do have a Facebook group where we are sharing. Look at you.
why are you starting over?
You get coffee on the rug.
Good thing they can't see it. Why are you starting over? Are you gonna cut that part out?
Yeah, but focus. Look back at the camera.
You.
Look back at the camera.
I can make the big eyes too. You're the only one that can make big eyes.
Let me see your big eyes. No, they're not. Nah, they're not as big as mine. Don't even. Now you look crazy. Why you gotta put your head up like this to have big eyes? Really?
You seen that? Is it Samuel L. Jackson when he about to kick somebody's tail, like old scruffy beard standing on the porch? I'll send it to you.
We have a Facebook group that is dedicated to fitness, and that covers all areas of your fitness: your physical, your mental, your spiritual, your emotional, your financial. So we are really pushing the financial talks this year because we realize that a lot of people are struggling financially, and in other areas of their lives are impacted because they are struggling financially. So I'm going to post a link to that group here in the comments. Go ahead and follow us here. If you are interested in being added to that group, let me know. I will add you to the group where we talk about your finances and how to improve your finances, not just finances in general, but how to improve your finances. But back to the gender roles, and I don't even like to use the term gender, but like traditional and non-traditional
There's
roles.
nothing wrong with using the word gender.
Okay. So we have what works for us. Find what works for you, and then communicate about it. Always be in constant communication so that you are both on the same page, because you are one. You got to operate as one. That's it from us. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and if you have any questions, any topics you want us to talk about, post those in the comments as well. I am Magdala D. Norton. This is my husband, John E. Norton Jr. Thank you for watching our Couples Talk podcast. Subscribe to this channel for more videos, and we will see you all here next week. Have a beautiful day.
Easy, ladies and gents.
Yeah.